Ever experienced a betrayal so swift it felt like a glass shattering at your feet? It's a stark reminder that trust is more delicate than my self-esteem, which says a lot. The realization that someone you trusted dropped the ball harder than my career choices is both painful and comically disappointing. But let's not dwell on fleeting emotions. Instead, let's turn this into a lesson in discernment, much like learning not to trust my hairdresser when I ask for a subtle trim. Trust, that invisible thread connecting us all in a twisted game of human twister. Whether you're chatting with a mate, working in a team, or just exchanging a grin in the supermarket, trust is always playing in the background, like elevator music for life's messed up sitcom. Now, buckle up as we dive into the real talk, exposing the delicate dance of trust, featuring 9 characters who could practically have a PhD in backstabbing. 1. The manipulative individual. Meet character 1. The manipulative maestro, an individual whose ability to deceive is a masterpiece in itself. They are the Picasso of deception, effortlessly charming you while surreptitiously sketching out their own sneaky agenda. It's a performance of illusion that leaves you wondering if you're dealing with an artist or just a really messed up magician. Regardless, one thing is certain: beware of the smoke and mirrors. Picture this. You're working in an office, and there's that one colleague who always seems to shower you with praise to your face. They make you feel like the star of the show, the office hero. But when it comes to team meetings, mysteriously, your accomplishments become part of their grand narrative. It's like they've stolen the spotlight and left you in the shadows. Ever met someone like that? Congratulations. You've just encountered your very own manipulative maestro, your Picasso of workplace deception. This colleague skillfully manipulates perceptions, creating a facade of support and camaraderie, while quietly advancing their personal agenda. They are the smooth-talking diplomat, making alliances with everyone while plotting strategic moves behind closed doors. It's not just deception, it's a carefully orchestrated symphony of deceit, with each note played to perfection. Real life. Example. Imagine this colleague attending your team meeting where you've just presented a brilliant idea. They applaud your creativity and commend your efforts, all the while mentally preparing to claim your idea as their own during the next big presentation. It's like a surreptitious art heist, stealing the credit while leaving you to wonder if you're in an office or an elaborate game of corporate chess. That's your manipulative maestro in action, turning the workplace into their personal canvas for deception. 2. The constant critic. Enter individual 2, the relentless critique commander, a figure reminiscent of Gordon Ramsay in the realm of human connections. For them, trust is a delicate currency, and they wield it with the finesse of a master chef seasoning a dish. Brace yourself, because they're not afraid to oversalt your self-esteem stew until it's practically inedible. Imagine a self-appointed judge in the courtroom of life, where everyone is presumed guilty until proven innocent, and they effortlessly play the roles of jury, judge, and executioner. This individual's critique isn't just constructive feedback. It's a relentless barrage of sharp, cutting remarks that can leave you questioning your every move. It's like walking on a culinary tightrope, with them waiting to point out any misstep. Your self-esteem becomes their canvas, and they paint it with broad strokes of criticism, turning every interaction into a nerve-wracking performance. Real life. Example. Consider your mother-in-law, the undisputed champion of turning a casual dinner into a critique session on your cooking skills. As you present your culinary masterpiece, she dissects it with the precision of a seasoned chef evaluating a Michelin star dish. The roast on the table isn't the only thing getting dissected. Your efforts and creativity are on trial. This is your relentless critique commander in action, turning family dinners into a culinary battleground. 3. The superficial friend. Now let's delve into person 3, the chameleon of superficial friendliness. These social butterflies change colors like chameleons, effortlessly blending into any social scene. They're the influencers of your social circle, but behind their vibrant facade, their smiles are as fake as my enthusiasm for small talk. True friendship is just a passing cloud in your life's sky, and they are the kind of cloud that rains on your parade. Imagine encountering someone who seems to be your closest confidant, sharing laughs and secrets. However, when you need genuine support, they vanish faster than a pizza at a dietitian's conference when the favor is returned. Their friendship is transactional, like a fleeting breezer that passes through, without leaving a lasting impression. Real life. Example. Think about that friend who only shows up when they need something. Perhaps they need a favor, a sympathetic ear, or a shoulder to cry on. Yet, when the tables turn and you seek their support, they disappear into the abyss of social oblivion. This fair-weather friend is your chameleon of superficial friendliness, effortlessly changing colors based on their self-serving agenda. It's a social dynamic where their loyalty is as transient as the weather in a stormy sky. 4. The inattentive listener. Allow me to introduce personality. 4. The scroll master of inattentiveness, the MVP of scrolling through life. Conversations with them feel like talking to a wall that's more interested in planning its dinner than hearing what you have to say. Life's too short to be relegated to the background noise of someone's screen time, just as this sentence might be too long for anyone's dwindling attention span. Imagine sharing your deepest thoughts and emotions with a friend, only to realize they're nodding along distractedly while engrossed in an online shoe shopping spree. It's a scenario where your words evaporate into the digital abyss, and you're left wondering if you're merely a side character in the movie of their life. Real life. Example. Ever found yourself pouring your heart out, baring your soul to a friend, only to notice their eyes glazed over as they mindlessly scroll through the latest footwear trends? Yep, you've just encountered the scroll master of inattentiveness, the champion multitasker who excels in disregarding your heartfelt revelations for the allure of online shopping. 5. The empathy-lacking individual. Now meet individual 5, the empathy eluder, the emotional ninja with a black belt in deceiving for personal gain. Trusting them is akin to handing a blindfolded toddler a sledgehammer next to your fragile self-esteem egg. Stoic philosophy? Forget about it. Finding empathy in their emotional wasteland is a mission worthy of Hercules. Imagine sharing your challenges with a co-worker, hoping for a compassionate ear, only to have the conversation swiftly redirected to their latest job promotion. Empathy? Not in their emotional dictionary. They've mastered the art of turning every discussion about your struggles into an opportunity for self-promotion. Real-life example. Picture yourself confiding in a co-worker about a difficult situation you're facing, only to find the conversation hijacked by their triumphant monologue on their recent promotion and success. Empathy takes a back seat to their self-centered narrative, leaving you feeling like you just handed your vulnerabilities to an emotional pickpocket. This, my friend, is the empathy eluder in action, a master of diversion and a black hole for genuine connection. 6. The constant irritator. Here comes character 6, the subtle sting commander, the maestro of subtle jabs who needles you like a persistent mosquito at a summer picnic. Engaging in conversation with them is akin to navigating a minefield of sarcasm and snide remarks. But fear not, for you are the calm in their storm, the unshakable center in their circus of annoyance. Imagine a family dinner where your sibling takes center stage, turning the evening into a roast fest. They possess the finesse of a stand-up comedian, subtly jabbing at your life choices with the precision of a surgeon. It's like walking through a comedic minefield, and every step seems to trigger another round of well-crafted barbs. This is your subtle sting commander in action, turning family gatherings into a performance art of irritation. Real-life example. Picture sitting down for a peaceful family dinner, only for your sibling to seize the opportunity to roast you with a series of subtly pointed remarks. Your life choices become the punchline, and you're left wondering if you're at a dinner table or a comedy club. Congratulations, you've just experienced the subtle sting commander, turning family gatherings into an arena of humor where you are both the audience and the unwitting performer. 7. The eternal victim. Now let me introduce person 7, the misfortune maven, the eternal victim drowning in a sea of misfortune. Their life story is a relentless stream of complaints, transforming every moment into a tear-soaked episode of their never-ending drama series. Picture them as the lead character in a soap opera where everyone else plays a supporting role as an extra. Think of that friend who always has a crisis at the ready, whether it's a stubbed toe or a broken nail. Every catch-up with them turns into a journey through the peaks and valleys of their emotional roller coaster. Empathy becomes a scarce resource, as their perpetual victimhood overshadows any chance of genuine connection. Real life. Example. Envision meeting up with a friend, only to find that every conversation takes a detour into their realm of misfortune. Your attempt to share your news is overshadowed by their litany of complaints and tales of woe. It's like being caught in a never-ending drama series where you're just a supporting actor in their theatrical production of despair. This is the misfortune maven at work, transforming every interaction into a performance of their never-ending tragedy. 8. The two-faced individual. We've all encountered character 8, the duplicity dynamo, the chameleon who dazzles you with a smile only to smear your name in mud behind your back. They're the master of disguise, seamlessly blending into any social situation while harboring ulterior motives. While the world encourages surrounding yourself with those who uplift and inspire, this individual is more interested in dragging you down like a sinking ship in a sea of gossip. Imagine a supposed ally at work, always wearing a friendly smile to your face, all the while secretly plotting to steal your projects and undermine your efforts. Betrayal has a name, and it's the duplicity dynamo, turning the workplace into a battlefield where camaraderie is just a facade for hidden agendas. Real life example. Picture working alongside a colleague who seems to be your confidant and ally. However, behind closed doors, they are crafting a narrative that tarnishes your professional reputation. Your projects become pawns in their game of office politics, and the smile they wear in your presence conceals a two-faced nature that is anything but friendly. Congratulations, you've just encountered the duplicity dynamo, a master manipulator in the workplace drama. 9. The toxic individual. Now let's finally unravel person 9, the negativity nimbus, the rain cloud on your sunny day. Trusting them is like giving them a foot to kick over your sandcastle of self-esteem. You can't control the waves of their negativity, but you can learn to navigate the storm with an umbrella and a good sense of humor. Think about that relative who always manages to turn family gatherings into a therapy session where they are the sole patient. Their toxicity level is off the charts, casting a shadow over every celebration with a relentless downpour of complaints and pessimism. Real life. Example. Envision attending a family gathering excitedly, only to find that every conversation with a certain relative turns into a downward spiral of negativity. Your attempts at joyful celebrations are met with a barrage of complaints, unsolicited advice, and a general aura of gloom. This is the negativity nimbus in action, a perpetual storm of pessimism that challenges your ability to maintain a sunny disposition. It's not about controlling their negativity, but learning to navigate through it with the protective shield of humor and a sturdy emotional umbrella. So, in this exploration of trust and character, remember to trust wisely, respect deeply, and keep your sense of humor as dark as Jimmy Carr's soul. Now, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because life's a joke, and we might as well laugh along. Stay dark, stay witty, and keep riding the twisted roller coaster of trust like a pro. Cheers.